Let there be stream, yeah! Yeah, let's go, chat! As you can see, last time on Art Stream Volume 5, we drew Barara Peor, the one adorable old tank. You know, John Reef Fantasio, Giorno posing, and totally not far from El Guy. Also, what's the baby Gushun called? Yeah, Man Rhodey in a bunny suit, and Ziskity. However, we forgot one feller. One really cool feller. Mr. Daimo Z wanted me to draw a Haman-sama based on a reference image, which I shall draw promptly. Give me a second. I'm going to stash the first image, the first A4 sheet into my little paper file of stuff. It's got a bunch of cool things. If you want to see, I can show them. But yeah, wait. I'm gonna have to curate the pile because there might be some. Might not want to show off. Okay, yeah. Here's the little icons I made for one server. It's basically like levels of gunpla customization. You have like snap building, yeah, gem snap building. Then there's a thing about. Oh yeah, the next theory is somebody who makes wait a second. It makes a kit look fancier. So of course the logical option was putting a Zagak with a bow on it. But anyways, I've been neglecting chat. Sorry, chaps. First of all, Gollum Crimson. Okay, straight at 30 past the dark hour. Let's party! Yeah, yeah, nice to see you here, fella. Ditto for Shardai-kun or Shar Asnable Place. But yeah, I'm showing off my, what up, Dimos? I'm showing off my, old little paint sheets before I start the stream in earnest. Here's the sheet from, one of the older art streams. We have, Fa and John Reef Fantasia. We have Gold Ship that has come to laugh at you because she's actually Quattro Bagina. Not a Char, mind you. We've got Irene, we've got the little drop with the drip. We have the Ice Bee, and we have another tank. Of course. And here's a bit of Cyberpop fan art, which actually got featured in the comic book itself. I'm gonna go and pull it up. Give me a second, chat. Yeah, that's Yuki from Cyberpop Control Theory. And interestingly enough, yeah, I do have a copy. And it's written by the Almighty Lolly, illustrated by Manito, and of course edited by Maka Curtis. Yeah, one thing that I really wanted to show off was look, it's the same sketch Hang it, camera, focus. But yeah, it's the same sketch that's currently on the table right now. Uh, why is it not focusing? Yo, camera, focus. Here, look. Behold, full-sized. But yeah, at the side, let me see, what else? What else do I have on the art pile? Well, there's a bunch more comic characters that were being released by Grindstone at the time. You know, Three Nights, 4 Days, Black Rhapsody, you know, the Cyberpop duo. And there's the little mailing list art that I did. Still one of my proudest pieces. It's one BattleTech and one piece of BattleTech fan art that I got commissioned by a rather lovely Canadian called Ray Call Sounds. This you do recognize. That's the armor that I made for this little Jerry artist by the name of Kunstkraut. He's a very funny fellow, and he drew me a Hygog. I think I do have the Hygog saved somewhere, but yeah. Of course, who could forget the Destiny Gundam, the Halo Grunt, the Gem Sniper 2 with a Claymore Roomba, and yeah. Then there's a bunch of my older stuff. Right, I have like 3 more. The rest is like older stuff. But yeah, my shitty Mecha Musume of the Scope Dog. That one's in very shitty quality, so I'm surprised I'm even showing that. The Amro Ash Ketchum, which I drew very early on. I've gotten a lot better since then. And this here, I am absolutely unapologetically proud of. This here is the No Way Fag picture. Obviously an homage to Plague of Gripes' illustration, piece of fan art from Resident Evil 4. But featuring Cheery Allison and Dungo from Aqua Vengeance. he really giggled at that one, by the way. But anyways, I'm putting these back onto the pile and getting a new sheet of paper in. That's right. I'm gonna draw Haman-sama, because that's what Daimos wanted me to draw. Okay, give me a second. I accidentally moved the cable with the drawer. Just the table cam, and let's see. Do I have any like spare pieces of paper? Fortunately, I do. There you go. There you go. No longer are you constrained by the little post-it note. With a we have a full-on A4. So, yeah. In this one, we're mostly gonna be catching up on leftovers from the Drawing Stream 5, and getting some sketch requests along the way. And after that, if I want a change of pace, if I feel like that and doing that, we're starting Blender. Now you might be wondering, this is out of left field, shirt lad. How come you know Blender? That's my secret. I don't know. I don't know much about Blender. I've watched a bunch of. Actually, let's Let's get some music. Going. And anyways, basically we're gonna try and make something silly in that one. I do just hit buttons until it works out. Yes. Although, you know, I'm being too harsh on myself. I actually have like 3 weeks under my belt making simpler static meshes. You know, getting the do's and don'ts of not fucking up one's topography. So yeah, I reckon it'll work out. Just try doing Blender even with tutorials. The best I could get it was a brick man that looked like the Android logo on the base. I get that, but I've actually managed to get it working. But yeah, let's see. Where the hell is MS Paint? Side GUI and things like bones and posing are like wizardry to me. Fortunately, I've gotten started on those. But yeah, where in tarnation is my paint window? OBS, why must you, no, not display capture, dang it, window capture. Paint. Okay, where is my paint window then, if I can't use the, okay. I'm gonna name it Paint. Okay, there we go. We got a paint. Of course, it took out my whole screen, so I'm just gonna move that like there. Could make worse life choices like me. Surely it'll go fine. Doesn't be damned, my boy can grill, as some people say. So, yeah, we should be able to get decently far with just the mindset of fuck it, we ball. But yeah, that's Haman here, and we need one more. Where let me try and fetch the notes that I had for the draw stream. Should be in this one. Yeah, the leftover was the Haman Sama, so I'm gonna copy that, get that in Notepad. You're lucky that my uncle is currently snoozing right now. Otherwise, I would have told him about just to have him fantasize about Haman. Funny. Like recent choices, me playing Lords of Magic and willingly picking Chaos for my first faction. Sounds like fun. But yeah, there is the Notepad. All right. Which has units made out of paper and gambling magic? That sounds fun, actually. Alright. Let me zoom that in. There we go. And yeah, do feel free to toss any assorted doodle requests at me. I will try to handle them. Alright, yeah, let me try and get started on this so that we're not just, you know, sitting and yapping here all day. But yeah. Basically, would be a good idea to get a decent outline of where each part is. So I'm guessing this is start of where I want the torso to be. I'm trying to freehand as much as possible, since that definitely helps me get a lot more confident in my line work, and that in turn makes me draw faster. Well, faster and decently at that, you know, at the same time. But yeah, like it's gotta be a face like that. This is kind of where all the hair action happens. But yeah, for me, a good outline is very handy. Also, since the last stream, I've actually gotten a lot less worried about fucking up. Anyways, which one they want to? Hey, girl, chat's talking about army men. I wish I knew more so that I could actually contribute to the conversation. However, chat, behold, Zeta Gandamu. Yeah, I actually built and painted this one. This I painted. The magazine is also painted on. This one is painted on. This little dot is painted on. I've made the thrusters red. Made the little innards of the thrusters red too. Oh yeah, and all this red. That is the high grade revive. Still need to replace mine. I have Zeta Plus in my system. But yeah, basically I was like, fuck it, we ball, and yeah, I managed to get the Zeta sorted, and yeah, here we go. Which reminds me, I should get around to doing Kshatriya one of these days. Now that I, finally got around to using enamels. But yeah, reason I was able to pick that one up and show to you fellas that this fast is because I have a shelf of well, I have managed to free up more clutter that was on my shelf, so I pretty much have like this late 80s, early 90s Gundam shelf right above here, so I can just reach and grab my F91. There we go. Or reach out and grab my Blue Destiny Unit 1. Over there. Or, oh, dang it, the Victory Core Fighter fell again. But yeah. Got Uso standing up for the victory. As you can see, the decals are... I've gotten a lot of mileage out of that with decals. And, yeah, what else? Good thing there wasn't the RG Zeta, otherwise that would be a hand grenade. Yes. You are correct. Now, let me fix the stand on the Victory Core Fighter without knocking down the Wing Gundam, because it's on the same flimsy on the same damn flimsy stand But yeah, then I have an RG crossbone, which I don't want to touch right now, because, well, it's standing, and that's a rarity. I have also managed to, yeah, there's an a Nikkei figurine on the same shelf. Do not mind her. I have put her in a tissue dress to make it, PG-13. Say so even. But yeah, back to drawing. Going back to the drawing board. Yeah, should be, Alright, so there's kind of the face shape, which should be, bangs should be here. This one's here. Of course, this big dome needs to be kind of reworked. I managed to flesh out like the look of the head. But yeah, this should be dang it. I think I messed up the angle. But fortunately I'm not starting with pins first. Which, at some point I really should try and experiment with starting with pins first. So that, I fuck up less and I don't have to start with a reference. To sort of get better with some stuff, get some, get rid of some of my bad habits, use some things as a crutch less. But yeah, I have the general face now. The chin definitely needs to be fixed, at least in terms of like the outline. Basically, it's like okay, I'm gonna try and freehand the eye, just to see what happens. I know I've kind of, I might have gotten rusty, hopefully not. Who knows? But yeah, at some point I really should consider, doing those, because I've seen people who do art, do these art drills where they try and sketch something without reference, couple times in a row from different angles, and it apparently helps them out, so I'm like, okay, cool, I think that'd be a cool thing to try. The issue is finding time. Because with summer break currently in full effect, I've managed to stave off uni for one more year. Unfortunately, that means that other work is picking up. I've managed to do a bit of crossbone scripting, which I'm kind of proud of. But at the same time, there's stuff that I should be working on more. I do have my little summer side hustle that I'm try to work on, part-time, fortunately, so it's not completely, killing my, free time. Hey, lad! What's up, Lunar Nocturne? A long time no see, buddy. Hey, how have you been? Interesting. Oh, and by the way, to add to the cursedness of my Chaos playthrough, it spawned me near the death fraction? That's funny, to say. That's the only thing I can think of for a drawing request. Oh! Alright, let there be sketching, I suppose. But yeah, I am, at the moment, I am doing sketchy things such as sketching. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, that's a really nice eye to start off. Not sure I'm liking the face shape just yet, but it's definitely getting there. And I'm gonna probably try and use, you know what? Just because Lunar, a fellow I had on the overlay bar, and an overall fun dude showed up. You know what? This is gonna be the BGM for a bit. The Ever to Die dorm thing. At least for a bit. So that you fellas get some variety while I work on Hamon Summer! Alright, so. It goes like that. Then. Alright. It's a solid reproduction of the shape. One thing I kind of left out though was the eye wrinkle, which I need to work in. Okay, that is really nice. Let's try. Okay. Yeah, I need to get the eyebrow shape just right, which I think I did, so I think I can just little eyelid line. Again, my line work may be off, but granted, not bad for the fact that I had not drawn it a bit. At least nothing outside of concept stuff. Because I'm admittedly trying to learn how to 3D model stuff so that I can. Because I used to be a voxel modeler for a little Minecraft mod for a bit, and back in 2021 that was fun, but you can only go so far with Blockbench. So yeah, let's see. This kind of nose, where the nose line happens, so. And this is where kind of the jaw starts, so yeah, and the bangs in the front. Alright, there you go. Alright, posted something in the Discord. Only thing I could think of. Alright, let me, try. See, posted something in the Discord. The only thing I could think of for a drawing request. It's fine, I paid a seagull beer to make friends with the water faction. Hell yeah. I was originally thinking of something with Thrones vibe, but I couldn't find a good pose reference, so I said screw it. SD Advance be my guest. Okay. What did you come up with? Draw me a wing Gundam from this epic scene that I love oh so much. I do love that one too, but yeah, yeah, I can try. I can certainly try. Epic with a K. Wing Gundam is the from the Gen Vans. Alright, give me a second. Dang it. Every pixel. You know, actually, if I still had a surplus of those, like, you know, ironing beads, I could technically do it. You know, pixel by pixel. One thing that would be fun to do, since, I do have Blender at last, and, I can definitely, make a lot more stuff in that one. I could try and, use some voxel software to make, that sprite and then bring it. That'd be fun. But, anyways, back to, we're back to drawing Haman-sama, and, admittedly, the reference picture is a tad too big, so I'm gonna tune it down so you at least see, like, yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, this is kind of weird where the lips should be. Probably a harder angle, like here. And that, put it a bit higher. Yes, here. Now, let's make the chin a bit more organic, so. Give me a second. I have a very nice so far. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, back to drawing. Yeah, I could probably raise it just like that. Right. It's admittedly gonna be a bit more difficult of a curve, so I'm gonna try and pull it close to myself so that I can, so that I mess up less with the line work. Alright, so basically we start off with this curve, which is this. Alright. Not bad, not bad. I mean, right now it's kind of looking like the way I've drawn it and the way the hair outline is looking right now. It kind of looks like a frowning, not like Haman. But yeah, I'll fix that. No, don't you worry. Okay, so. Anyways, let's change to some like. Let's do a bit of Deus Ex. Go and let's add the rest of the tracks I have into the playlist. There we go. We got some variety. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'll try and continue with the bangs since the big advantage of starting with the face is that if you're going with like soft pencils, at least for me, this is your mileage may vary. This is pretty much going off of my own experience. It's somewhat easy to disguise your own fuck-ups in line work in regards to face shaping if you start with the face and then follow up with the hair, because the hair can cover it up. And these curls kind of remind me of these curly bangs kind of remind me of the one robot chick in Blade Runner. I forget her name, but I know that there's one character in Warframe named Letty whose hair is the exact same. I mean, whose haircut is the exact same. But yeah, pretty much just going for the main, like, separating parts. The one thing that I both enjoy and dislike about drawing hair is the fact that the way hair works is that you're usually drawing kind of separated bits of a bigger, the whole, as an HOLE. Basically. The WHOLE. You're basically trying to use harder lines to delineate where, where each of the bits gonna spread out and or separate. But yeah, basically, tangent aside, I've managed to get a good chunk of the bangs down. Now, admittedly, this one is not gonna be as long as a proper drawing stream, because this is mostly a catching up stream, and I could probably do a bit of Blender shenanigans towards the end, which was the plan. I was not sure what, how to incorporate Blender shenanigans into a larger stream, so I was like, you know what? Let's have it be some secondary to a stream that people actually want to see. I mean, not that there would be a zero chance that You know, some folks wouldn't want to see me fiddle with Blender, but, you know, it's kind of outside of the general ballpark of what people expect, you know, and the thing about retention is that people like their habits. You know, I've been told. Again, no clue about like the quantifiable degree to which this is the case, but you know, if you watch something called the Friday Show, you expect it to be on Friday. If it ain't on Friday for one reason or another, yeah, the more it's not on, the less people watch it. And it's not because they would not be interested in, but it's more that the habit is weakening, which is kind of, at least still could be conjecture. That's kind of why where there's an active incentive in regards to like a lot of content creation people who make stuff on a regular basis. I suppose the dude that I force it the best, you know. Even entertainment is a service industry. Except that instead of, me serving you a quattro formaggi, it's me keeping you entertained. I should have made that strand a bit more narrow, but this is the poofy part that flares out, so I'll have to up the curve. Add the third dimension. Why is that one still playing? There we go. Let's see. So anyway, sure, draw a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Okay. You know what? Sure thing. I will. But yeah, I think that's all in regards to like drawing requests, at least before so that I at least get to Blender. Yeah, I can try. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude 4-7. Let's see. What's the barbarian throwing ale at a seagull? Okay. There you go. It's so big I can't fit it on the dang thingamajig anymore. But okay. To get good wrap to get with okay, and okay. Sure. Sure. Okay, on the white tiger, yes. Barbarian on a white. Something. Uh, okay, these aren't requests. Yeah, I get it. These aren't requests. These are orders. Demands even. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see. This is probably where the next should be. I can work that into Hamon's old robe. Of course. Of bloody course. You know. Big advantage of having a very loose piece of cloth is that you can go nuts, and it definitely helps with some silhouette work. But yeah. But alright. That should kind of work. And now, The Countries of the World by Yoko Warner. Is that stuck in my head? You know, it's a mental association whenever I hear it. And now. I'll make that little flare out a bit more natural. And, you know, of course, these bits. It's supposed to spike out like that. Yeah. Okay, so this one is bits here, bits here. Make it less blocky, right? Not a perfect circle either. Alright. There we go. We have complaints about hair, so anyway, draw Aporia from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5DS. This sounds like a fever dream, but I really did that in Lords of Magic. Okay. Complaints about hair. So anyway, draw Aporia from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5DS. I am kind of scared to look it up, but outside out of morbid curiosity, I absolutely will. What the hell is Aporia from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D? Okay, so he's got spiky hair. It's triangles. It's like, oops, all triangles. But yeah, cool hair, cool hair. And again, that's it looks very much like a thing that has come out of Yu-Gi-Oh. So, but um, at this point, I reckon I should probably get around to inking that in. Kind of finalize some lines. Make make some shading more pronounced. I'll make some of the slight fuck-ups less well, let me just okay, so the pen is working. Let me just try and start out on the pieces where I get to mess up, so that, you know, if I if my ballpoint decides to throw a bitch fit, I will not mess up a nice piece of pencil work. But fortunately, my concerns remain unwarranted yet. Still. There we go. I'm gonna try and get in with the lines, make it a bit more dynamic, but not too much so that it doesn't disrupt the existing lines, right? Too much. Yeah, basically do that. That. Split in here. Split in here. Go. And since it's here, I can just go with these uneven lines so that it's not like a straight line. No. Full on line, and you know, it's got bits of jaggedness. There's one nice aspect in which drawing here is forgiving. You know, it's like if you do get a straight line, you can work it into a strand of hair easily. Speaking of, I really should try and consider picking up that one game that Densuo mentioned last art stream. Because that one had really interesting aesthetic choices. Right? So it seems like I kind of overdid it with the thickness and the pressure, so I will have to even that out a bit. And it's like small dot. And just like that, the first few upper lines go. And yeah, and here a bit more 3D. And what else? Go. This one in there. just like that. Finish off with a bunch of lines. Alright, let's see. Also, to further the wackiness, in Lords of Magic, the Fire Nation offered to trade one of my horse riders for what I'm pretty sure was the leader of their faction. Oh, that's funny. Why are they, why would they, get upsetty spaghetti if they, explicitly offered you the leader dude of their forces? That don't make much sense, but, you said that you bribed the bird with alcohol to get in good standing with the tanned women, so I do not question that. That is simply how it works, and so be it. Here we go. The downside is I kinda messed up a few of the thinking bits with some accidental smears, but overall not bad. However, now comes the hard part, because I need to do the more gentle shading, which isn't something that Ben is not particularly adept at, but there you go. We have slightly Angie Hamon. Just needs to finish on the inking. The seagull liked the ale because it was free. Okay. The birds like free alcohol, noted. I kind of wish my cousin was watching these streams, because he would have gotten a laugh out of that. He does like silly things happening in games and such. But yeah, basically that. Get some very light strokes. Try I'm stroking. There you go. To kind of differentiate the hair surface. Very good for paper. I've been practicing for a week back. Digital only. That is really cool. Very nice. Thank you, Diabos. Colin Crimson. Very good for digital only. That is really nice. Like, Gollum, I kind of suck with digital, admittedly, since I do not particularly have the. I mean, I can do a decent job in MS Paint, but more complex tools make my brain hurt. And last time I tried borrowing my sister's drawing tablet, it went terribly because I didn't have the. I didn't have the muscle memory and such. Wasn't used to it. And the way you draw stuff, you translate some pressure, but when you're doing that with a monitor, it's a very distinct. But yeah, thank you, Gollum. I do chicken scratch, but I'm smashing cubes together like a particle accelerator on my drawing tablet. That is very nice. Anyways, I will put a I'll put a little DSL signature on that. And yeah, what else? The wing. The wing was next in the little queue, so I can at long last that one. And the next one is the Epic Wing Gundam, because I think it's gonna be pretty nice. Although the little definition there is, it's, well, there isn't. So I'll have to okay, I'm gonna try and crop out the stuff that is not needed there. Just scroll that. Alright. So. And again, they offered this to my scout, so imagine a fire mage walking up to a cat and asking to switch sides for some money and horse riders. That's funny. Alright, yeah, so. Because I could just... Actually, that'd be a great idea. Let me... No, I don't want to get my HG wing back into the pose just so that I can get one thing there. But yeah. Let me get myself a decent reference for the wing, because I want to do its face grill justice, and yeah. So obviously it's to the antennae. I'll just go off of, well, I will mostly go off of the reference provided in the image, so it will very much be an SD. I'll make it symmetrical. Okay. Basically, this bit, which of the antennas, yeah, kind of tilted there. I'm gonna try and use the pen to clean up my line work. Basically. There. There. Yeah. Now, kind of miscalculated the red head crest thing. I'll just move it a bit lower. Get the thing here. That. There. There's the base for the head. There is already a big fuck off gun in here. I'm guessing it's there. Was the energy tank on the... Actually, I can just do a simple thing. There you go. Plucked the reference right out of thin air. Bastarei furu. Alright. So the tank is very much on the top as well, but the slope is a bit taller. Dang it. I gotta attach it now to the wing. Heck again. Yeah. Goes about as well as you'd expect. Oh well. Yeah, but it's back there. Now. Yeah. Back to winging the wing. Basically. Or is it? There it is. So. The barrel just kind of there. Of course, there's gonna be a bit of perspective warping. I presume it's like this here, 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 covering up this one. And there's like down with the handle. Then there's the slope thing on the bottom right. But probably like here, kind of on the edge. And then, of course, the tip of the gun. Which I guess I'll just make like this, that. There you go. Now, since it is in fact the Wing Gundam, it has the face, but also the little face grills. Call it the face grills for some reason. Yeah, this is kind of the eye structure, right? But what I was trying to do is cover my bases in regards to the little flaps on the sides of the head. It's just kind of happened to be there. Yeah, sure. And then there's the side, and then there's the three-piece side vent thing. I can just do the three-piece side vent thing here. Three-piece side vent thing here. They kind of influence the placement of that thing there. That thing goes from the eyes, so I should probably get the eyes first, so that I do have a reference for the proportions of the face. I think I'll just put here, a bit more sloped, but it's not fully did not fully nail it, so I will have to fix the lines when inking, which is gonna be right now. And yeah, before that, it's gonna be the big circular thing. course, they hit Vulcans. And, yeah. Okay. Now to fix the eyes. I made them too lengthy, so... Alright. Here we go. Go. Right, so... There we go! The eyes are back. Chaos is paper. Nice. So, the chaos is paper, therefore you can scribble the random bullshit onto it, or paper in terms of resilience. Because if it's the latter, and well, I suppose give my condolences. All right, so let's see. There we go. Okay. All right. Basically, we get like triple vents. But yeah, sure, let's go a bit simplistic. And the little line of detail underneath the eyes. There we go. I think it was separated by the sides, right? Yep, kinda there. There we go. Let's see. Sure, let's put the little tanks in here. Guessing this is gonna be like where the hand is, right? pretty much do a thing here, 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 here. Just there you go, and that's. Let's see, yeah, there should be the little chest details, basically. Somehow just hands right here. Oh, crap. I think I tossed off a cap off of a pen, so there you go. Right, we are back. Micro. Oh, armor-wise, they have high HP and attack. They are the auto battle and prey nation. Oh, I see. Or you micro the hell out of them. Cool. Okay, let's see. So, okay, I can just do the little claw thing that the wing has. Just scribble that over. The little energy tanks. The little rifle. Right. And let's see what is up with the rest of the. Okay, I don't have to do the color thing, mostly just kind of the top side with the one gem. Okay, that is good to know. I will, shrink that. Put that here. Here by the sides. I'm guessing this is where the other arm is. This is where one arm is. So it's like an arm here. And since it's since it is all blue, I get to kind of save on the draw overhead. Basically. Except that, no. Guess this one will be here. The circular one will be, the little circular bit that separates these panels here is gonna be like there. And this is where the central gem is. And it kind of looks like a gem, so I call it a gemstone. So. Give me a second, gotta reply to a message real quick. Alright. Basically, we get the grids going, and yeah. And kind of the vent structure. It goes pretty much like this. Okay, well, there we go. I guess this is where I put the hand. Paint these in with blue. Right. It's like the white bit. And the rest gets kind of, I guess, subsumed into the shield, basically. So you have the hand somewhere here. Well, that's the wrist section. Then you have, like, the fist, the fingers, and such. Of course, this is where kind of the big shield is. Let's see how. There's just the, kind of the tip part of the shield, which is a lot easier to draw this way since I don't have to like pay that much attention to like the rest of the outlines. This and that. There you go. There you go. Gonna get a bit of like the inner outline, yeah, inner outline, and then just scratch it out to make it look like it's some sort of thing. And yeah, what now? Then there's the little... Oh, of course, there's the wings. How could I forget? I did not. It's like this, but also only like a little bit of white, right? And it's where it gets all funky. There's the one wing. I got a bit overzealous with the freehanding, so just, there we go. Basically, and just I guess darker part of the wing, and the other part of the wing, and like here. This is kind of where the rest of the shield would have been, so let me try and get more of the outline there. And yeah. This is just gonna be like... There you go. And then little feetsies, footsies, little legs. Gonna be like here. Although, obviously, this is gonna have the separator here, drill here, right? Then there's the upper parts. Which then go down this. And of course there's these little blue bits on the sides, and there you go. Well, almost. There's these little white bits. And just like that. Just like that. There you go. You got your SD wing. What do you mean wingless 0? It's got wings, dang it. I did not have them as pronounced because, you know, you look at the picture, you look at this, it's like, you can't really overdo it with either, otherwise it, you know. Otherwise it'll look goofy. Wingless 0, dang it. Alright, and now for Sam's Yu-Gi-Oh! OC, so a barbarian on a white tiger tossing an an ale at a seagull. Okay, well, let me try and make some sort of a box so that I am actually space efficient. Alright, so I guess let's try. What's the... Alright, that's a good looking seagull. I will... So obviously, a barbarian, this weird loincloth, whatever. I am going to freehand the shit out of this because the sillier it gets, the funnier it is, and therefore. Okay, so obviously, we just draw a big cat and put a tiger head on it. That's how cats are drawn. Alright, so. There you go. This is a joke about playing grants for obligatory reason here. Funny. But yeah, scariest thing of all, improv. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I can have this like little, almost cat-like ear. Tigers have very. Let me try. In fact. Oh yeah, I can definitely make that into a tiger. Just yes, it's like snout, right? It's got the eyes in the front, so of course the big snout. It's got rows of razor sharp teeth. And this looks like a hamster. I have created the silliest looking tiger. Yeah, let's get the cheeks. Sorry. Okay, now the jaw looks normal. And yeah. Good like legs. Here we go. Alright, finish the rest of the loincloth for the John Barbarian. Alright. The tiger already looks questionable. The more chaotic, the better, clearly. Yes. The more the tiger seems like a gerbil, the more it will be able to confuse its prey. Yeah. We got proper tiger snoot. Rows of teeth. Oh yeah. Let's give the dude, I don't know, some leather boots. So why not? Of course. So it's a tiger, it's gonna have like these claws. So I'm try to make a silly little quick doodle. It's like it certainly looks cool, but okay, there you go. The vinking on the loincloth. I'm sorry for not this one off as much, but yeah, here's your Wing Gundam, and here's the work in progress on the Tiger Rider. I was considering you to asking you to draw my Reds Girl, best not to entertain the idea. Look, I mean, I think it would have been alright, you know. I can certainly do so. I'm just, you know, it looks more mentally cool, maybe. I think I could, you know, draw her alright. The thing is, you know, right now you've activated the goofy muscle, and I must draw the goofy looking dude who rides on a tiger, while, you know, passing some free alcohol to a nearby bird. I think that is absolutely badass, and I need to draw it. It's gonna be small, but yeah, it's gonna be awesome. There we go, and yeah, tiger. What a menacing tiger! There you go. The bottom of the warrior is almost done. I just need to draw the seagull. Basically. Sitting on a, I don't know, stick of wood, because why not? And, yeah. There you go, the bird. The bird is on. The bird is up. I need to gotta shape the beak, because right now it's a generic bird beak, so... There you go. Of course, you know, the bird's catching a pint. Foamy nice pint. Ale. Because, of course, you know. I don't know, how can it pick up the pint? Since, you know, it is a seagull after all. It's like not known to have opposable thumbs. But that don't matter. The ale of friendship shall refresh the mighty bird, who will put in good word for you with the swarthy wenches, because that is the way of the chaos. There we go. Of course, it's a seagull, so it has to have like this darker tail. Little feet. There we go. The water people ride ostriches in battle. Cool! One of the threats you can do is have seagulls attack Death's economy just to fuck with it. That's funny. But yeah, seagulls attack on Death. Okay, sure. You should probably, think in the beer foam as I proceed to figure out what to, Okay, I suppose, I suppose the... Shit, red square. Thought it was me. Oh, no. No, we just got a red square. That's perfectly fine. We are back in the green. It appears that eye troubles are in fact contagious. But yeah, the fellow is going to have this like mace because of course we need to have a badass mace. Fuck! Hitting some heavy rids now. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Back in the green. Not sure what that was. But anyways, hopefully it does not shit up the VOD. Cause that would be a colossal bummer. But yeah, let's that. There you go, and get this like, of course, a piece of belt, and go. We got mace in one hand, and in the other, which I have to draw. Thought it was me now. I don't know why the OBS decided to bitch out on me like that. It's like, maybe one dude not having internet troubles was not enough, but it is semi back. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, it is. We are kind of back. Okay, and yeah, what else? What else? Go. Of course, I have to make him a school helmet. We'll have, I guess, some antlers. Just horns. You know, all Darth Maul thingamajigs. This little skull cap. Spikes. That's the barbarian way. That's the barbarian way. That's the barbarian way. Gotta have this simple eyes. Nose. Pretty much like that. This. Go. And the barbarian's gonna look very silly. Gotta figure out how his hair is supposed to look. Because I went with the stupidest look and so. Yeah, sure, let's give him a full head of hair. Let's give him a bit of a goatee, yeah, sure. And an eye patch, yeah, sure. There you go. Oh, for Pete's sake, focus, camera. Yeah, he's going silly to silly now, yeah. There you go. You got your barbarian doing barbarian things with a mace and you know, such. He's going to silly now. But yeah. Oh, let's see. should be it for the drawing part, really. Let us try and boot up Blender and hope that. Nice. Thanks. I'll try and snap a picture of it so that you can have it as a PNG file. But yeah, let's see. Window capture 2 gone. Gone. Table cam deactivate. And yeah, now's the time I try and open up Blender. Because I accidentally clicked Blockbench instead. Blender. The hit Steam game Blender. Yeah, I'm running Blender via Steam for shits and giggles. Yeah, should be window capture, right? Blender, yes, sure. Blender exe, okay, do not capture cursor. Okay, this should work, but I think I'll move it here and get it there. Now let's make something silly in Blender. I don't think we'll be able to get around to doing some like rigging, but for simple things I'd wager it'd suffice. So step one I say fuck the cube. Now collections, objects, add mesh, cylinder, add cylinder, and let's make it something simple like 12 maybe. Okay, looks good enough, but I think I'll go with either 16. Actually 12 was fine. There. Needs a bit of rotation, but you know what? I'm gonna try and make the head of a gem right now. Let me make head BGM. There we go. BGM is back. And we are going to... We're actually gonna make something in Blender for once. Alright. Step one. Put this thing up there. I kinda know the basic, the shortcuts, but I want to make that. Okay. Okay, whatever. 15. We're looking directly at this one. Dang it. How does one... Oh yeah. I go here. Oh, I have to hold it in order to, I'm trying to think, cause like, yeah, you can, when doing loop cuts, you can do some things to make, to increase the amount of them without having to go through this thing. But oh well, I'll take what I can get. Yeah, we're gonna make... You know what? We're gonna make a gym head. Why not? Sure. Let's try that. So basically what we do is that we need to extrude this, step X, and by a bit. Now what we do is that we mark this face, do H to hide. Okay, had to check where there's another surface. Let's try and I'll name it Gym Head. Gym Head. And the big upside of Blender is that you can really make anything. It's got too many tools at times, but that's the fun of it. Let's see, faces, there you go. Now what you do, so you make it 3 point, but dang it. I think I messed up because that's just 3 points, that's a triangle, and I don't. It's usually not a good idea to have angles and triangles, so I will try to, you know, get this one up and running. Do this, there you go. Delete faces. And just like that, we got ourselves a little snout. Now, I do know that you gotta up the little Jim Snoot protrusion for it to, So, I will do exactly that in a bit. Just trying to get the basic shape. Okay, I don't like this one. Long wrench. There we go. Then loop select. Loop select. This is serviceable for a zaddy. There you go. We are back and currently doing Blender. For no other reason than, you know, I thought it was would be a fun idea to try and make something that doesn't look ugly, which for me is a bit of a hard task. Believe me, I've tried. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, I think I'll just... I could twist that, or... Let's see? Gym can, yes. I'm gonna try and find the simplest possible rendition of the gym. Okay. It just protrudes a bit more, so. I can just take these faces, push them back a bit. Oh, dang it, not the 3D viewport. There we go. We use this to narrow. Again, we use this to narrow this down, but for some reason, this thing decided to be a bit fucky in regards to topography. So we need to do it this way. Can I? Okay, let's try. Another toggle. For some reason it's not being cooperative, so Okay, well, oh well. Actually, I can just extrude the bottom and take care of it that way. So you just extrude this. It's a bit more. Extrude this edge. Basically, what I'm trying to do is basically the main shape. So, where's the vertex select? Gilgug vertex, where are you? There you are. Merge last. You take this, these two vertices, you go merge vertices at last. That's basically what I did with my shortcut. And yeah. Let's try and push the face thing in. This is a very nifty thing if you want to move several surfaces at once. So I'm just gonna scale down the effect and disable this, the proportional editing, and push it down a bit more. There you go. Okay, right now it looks like a big can. That I know. I'm more than aware of that. I should have honestly just extruded the vertices. But hindsight is 20/20, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna just don't care much for we're having to fix the topography issues. Right now, I just need to make enough quads to make this thing work. Alright, now, I should have went with, merge at first, merge at last, or that. Delete faces. Downside is there's a big ass angle on building up at the bottom. Again, that is trouble for the later me. And yes, I do realize I could have fixed it another way, but I wanted to have more direct control in regards to, you know, making the face shape, so this is why we're stuck with what we're stuck with right now. The way I see it, I could probably, tap this one, give subdivide. Corner. You know what? Yes. Sure. And I'll just have to, merge to last. Merge to last. Merge the last. And that is very handy. Now we take that one. Push it down. And now the gem. It has its own thing, so I will just have to raise these vertices to make it look like, you know, some sort of monitor or something. Then knife. Actually, no, bad knife. Actually, make it a make it a side. I can technically just extrude all these sides in order to make something more palatable, I guess. On the average modeler, so L or MF, I mean. There we go. MF, I mean ML. And yeah, what now? We have a gym with a fucking 5 head. It looks like Dr. Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, could certainly do this. What now? I feel like these bits could have been flat. And we would have lost nothing. Yeah, I think it's like this. Nope. We'll start with that, but yeah, it will look awkward for a bit, but I'm just trying to unfuck the carving on this side so that I can basically have it be the side of the head. It may not look right, it may not make sense at the moment, but believe me, that is Blender in a nutshell. It will make sense soon enough, I guess. There we go. Fixed it. Then this line of vertices basically goes sideways, so that I can have the flat thing. And now it was that one, so last. And basically get all these sorted ASAP. There we go. Now this is tolerable enough for a Zanny. Oh! That's what the symmetry tool did. Okay, let's try just going with this. Okay. I pretty much just needed these steps to make there you go. We got a bit of a surface. We got the back side of it. I think I'll just extend it right. And yeah, what else? What else? I think this face part can definitely get shortened, so I think that's what I'll do. See, I could have went with the lasso select, but I don't want to pick any faces that I don't want to move. So I guess this will have to do. And now we go here, and we basically push it like that. Yeah. And we push. There we go. Again, this is a very primitive looking thing. And that is by design, because I'm not sure how much of it can I even like finish within this stream. But yeah, I'll turn off the proportional editing. Push down on the head. Maybe bevel the top out, but I'm not sure. Fuck it. We ball. We bevel. Okay, we bevel. There we go. Looks a bit rounder, but right now it's looking like a pumpkin, so. Go, pull that up. Pull this one up. And, yeah, I think I could pull the rest of the thing up the second I... Yeah, but I think I'll just do this. The knife is really useful for making the topography better. However, right now I have several angons and I do not like it, so... At the cost of creating more potential angons, I have made this, so... Basically, just align that, so that we have a straight line. And we pick the... Yeah, then we pick these faces. Extrude upwards. Z. We do a bit of inset face. Set inset faces. Sadly, oh, there we go. I was about to say sadly that I couldn't move it past that, but apparently I can, so it does make me happy. Camper, sadly, this thing should probably be a bit lower, so there you go. Could probably subdivide that, or perhaps even bevel. Downside of beveling is the fact that you're making slight fuck-ups in the geometry itself. And I generally try to keep the amount of angons, which is like, you know, anything that is not quads is bad. I mean, not inherently bad, but less handy. So I could. Sure, let's undo this thing. I'll create less angons. So I guess I could narrow this down a bit, down a bit as well. This forward like that. Then do an inset face on this one. Bugger cat doesn't want to, cooperate, so I gotta make it. There you go. Don't like this one, so we're switching to Gerudo Valley. And, yeah, what now? We're pushing the back camera. Move, move this one. And, yeah, what now? I should probably move all these faces down a bit. Well, that did not work as I wanted. So, if I just make it vertices, deselect this one, pretty much deselect any vertices that may impact the lower part. With bush, we deselect. There we go. And just like that, well, you'll see. Those. I think I'll just select these vertices. Alright, the visor is a bit crooked. I mean, the upper arch, I mean. But, honestly, not bad, not bad. Yeah, we have our pumpkin gym. And now we basically, dang it, I really should toss the long range out. That one, it's a Mario, why not? Alright, so let's have some Mario free. Yeah, I gotta catch up on the chat. Jim Can, Jim Cube, yep. But there will be, the gym will look more presentable, don't you worry. Even though right now, the way I'm building it does not do it any favors. Alright, let's move this one back. There we go. We got the gym snoot. We narrow it down. Actually, we narrow the bottom down as well. We narrow the top down. Okay. There we go, and just move the top a bit. Alright, well, how's a gym snoot look like? Yeah. Side one's you know, they kind of get into the main thing. So not bad, but needs some work, definitely. Which, yeah, that's pretty much true about my whole current modeling workflow. Do 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 do. Let's mark the face just so that I can get rid of this one. That's the one thing that I really don't like, is the fact that sometimes you can just, if you're not careful, you can accidentally make more faces, which get underneath, and then they fuck up your UV, and no one likes that. UV is the thing that lets you map which part of the texture covers which. In case you want to know. Control Z. Alt H. Okay, there you go. I mean, not bad for a, you know, or start. I think I'll just have to work it into the surface itself. That's gonna be the issue. Yeah, tap it to Y. Right. Get more extruded. E, Y. Just by a bit. Alright, all of these faces don't need to be here, so be gone. Become Hollow Jim. The spin-off to the hit game Hollow Knight, Hollow Jim. Which is a bit less cool because you're playing as the fairies. I mean, what? But yeah, we take this. We pull. I mean, this thing. Then we pull. Then we go. M and L. M and L. And what this gets us is a good look on the faces that I do not need. Okay, all this can go away. There we go. Reason I'm trying to make the sides flat is so that you can, you know, put the little Jim earmuffs. And yeah, I could technically just pop in a reference, but where's the fun in that, you know? We're doing this thing freehand, so just as an exercise in how much can I fumble making a standard Jim? Why is there a... Okay. Yeet that vertex. And it seems like... If it weren't for, like, the angles here, and here, and here, and here, this would have been a very nice, nice model. But yeah, we'll sort those out. Rest assured. I could kind of... this way where I can... just mark these 3. And then make this like little slope. But since I don't like triangles, we of course hit it with the subdivide. Merge the excess vertices. Which... Okay, that did not work the way I intended it to work, so we just need to do ML. I'll basically shift all that to the side so that we have one more surface, and if we have one more surface we can smooth that out, all the while, you know, fixing our little crappy topography. If we're like... Sure, let's make the head thing a bit taller. Oh, dang it. So I could have deselected that one, but yeah, I'll basically pull this one up. Pull this one down. There we go. Looks a lot more like the gym that we know and love, or loaf, depending on your preference, really. And yeah, we basically just cut its sculpt off just so that we can make it more detailed. Because we turned the final spinny thing into a quad. That's basically the trick that I'm trying to pull. Pretty much take these. Yep. Which means E, Y. Extrude. Move them a bit back. EX. Should be fine. There we go. E, Y. Alright, by and large, should be fine. So, yeah. Let's have it be like this. Merge it. Merge it. I kind of feel like I'm playing Bop It. You know, extrude it, merge it, delete it, bevel it. And yeah, the amount of puns that I've made while modeling is rather egregious. You know, whenever I'm beveling, I yell out solo beveling, and I guess it's bound to confuse the shit out of anyone who does not read or is aware of shitty manhwa. Then again, that doesn't really, you know, narrow it down, since, you know, it's an isekai thing. But yeah. So, parts that I do not need. Okay. I may have messed up, but that is fine. Alright, I need that edge. I do not need the others. But if I get rid of it, it will It will shut up the thing, so I think this is fine. Ah, no, I meant to step F, not R. There we go. And it's starting to look like a head. And then we open the gem's head and scoop out the bits that are there too much. Yeah, we're gonna do bad things to the gem. But I mean, it's a gem. It should get used to the fact that bad things happen to it. But I digress. That Zagok surely was an isolated incident. Here we go. What happens if I actually subdivide a side? I am curious. Ah. Oh! Oh, that is pretty handy, actually. Because, it pretty much solves my issue that I kept, solving, by aggressively overusing the knife. Oh, no. Okay. I cut these in half. Now I should probably consider just hiding the faces that are here. Not those. I should just loop select. Just do these. Tap H. H is a very handy tool because it lets you get inside this thing without pretty much messing up the topography, so guess I just need to get rid of the vertices that are here, 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 okay. And time to Thanos snap them out of existence, pretty much. So that we're a bit more effective. Let's just say. Alright. And now we do not need the inner loop anymore. So of course we eat these as well. Then we go Alt H. There we go. And select all these wayward vertices. And we pull them out a bit. Just a bit. Oh, okay. Just the centers. Right? Fine. Should be fine. I just need to pull it out a bit. Reason I'm doing so is so that I can just select these. There we go. And just like that, chat, it's less of a cube gym. This is more resembling either the Zanny or the old gym kit with flimsy limbs. Twist it! I had the Goofy Mario World music. Yeah. I mean, it's fitting. I'm fumbling in Blender, basically trying to make something resembling a gym as fast as possible, so. This is gonna be a nightmare to UV unwrap, but oh well. Making a gym head in less than an hour. You know, with very little proper Blender experience. You know, anyone with actual brain cells would have probably just went with block out and then made it fancy that way. But oh well, it is what it is. Let's scale that down. And move that up, actually. So that we have another, like, slope thing. Okay. There we go. Ain't that a gorgeous... Okay, it looks like shit, but it's the fort that counts, shit. Okay. I guess. Would have probably went with the front instead of the back. Another thing that I should have done, more than likely, is actually knife. And create the triangles that I love so much. Well, I don't hate them, let's be fair. I just don't like, you know, creating them. Because, well, surely I could have, you know, managed without them. And the less triangles you have, the less angles you have, the better your mesh architecture is. That's what I'm trying to get at. But, you know what? 2 triangles is not bad. There you go. You know what? I'm gonna make, I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm gonna try and make the gym head look decently, but you know what, chat? That's definitely the old gym kit. Pretty good. Yes. Now for give me a second. Now for something funny. Oh, so this is how the devs of Detectives Mobility Fleet did to make the models. They used Blender. Lol. Now I'm guessing they used the Bezier curves and loops. That's definitely the old gym kit. I mean, look, it's a gym. It is recognizable enough as a gym. I'll take what I can get, I guess. But yeah, then there's see chat. If you wanna see a funny thing, you can literally make seam lines. Yes, because this is basically paper. There you go. This way, when the UV unwrap becomes a thing, look, UV editing. You look at this thing, you're like, what the fuck? Sure, like, what is that? Yes, this is what happens when you don't UV unwrap your thing, which is why you should UV unwrap your thing. But that takes time, and that's why you use UV Smart Unwrapped, which looks like shit. But, you know. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna do one last thing. One last thing to make this thing, like, even remotely stand out. We assign a material, new. Then my computer starts making noises it shouldn't. Starts whirring and starts being nasty, just like a real model. Yep. And Blender, please don't crash. Okay. So making materials and adding shit, at least on my computer, is not a particularly good idea. However, we got a proper material slot, and I'll name it like glass question mark. Assign that base color. Make it blue. Make it metallic. Eat the roughness. And there we go. Give me a second, chat. Because we're gonna get a bit of lag. Okay, what the fuck? For some reason... Alright, this was supposed to be a secondary thing. But... see, here. Assigned to these vertices. Because, you know, you use... what you do is that you take this, Ctrl I, new material, there you go. There you go, chat. There you go, we got a gem. Clear color gem. I ask that every day. What the hell is that? But there you go. There you go. Ain't that a beauty? Sure, it doesn't have the circular things. Sure, it doesn't have the Vulcan holes. Sure, anybody worth their salt would have probably made proper Vulcan holes and actually gone with retopology instead of whatever the fuck I went with, but dang it, it's mine and it's really cool, I guess. Oh well. Alright. But yeah, that is that is it for the stream. I'm uh I'm glad you tuned in for this goofy. We do the bare minimum here. This is the person whom I literally drawn barbarian chuck and an ale and a seagull. But anyways, this is the gym trainer or the gym light type. Pretty much. I mean, look, this is not bad for a work in Blender for an hour of work in Blender for someone at my skill level. Like, I literally made an elaborate box for during my work shift because I'm trying to do like little models on the game for a gym white face. I guess it was like this minty off white, but anyways, anyways, later, fellas. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been the Shirt Lad, and yeah, catch you later.